Hello, and welcome to my channel. And hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you haven't heard the latest news by Peter Berezin, Chief Strategist at the BCA Research, they have predicted that a sudden recession could hit this year or next year. Whether you're ready or not, the reality is that businesses everywhere need to brace themselves for a potentially bumpy ride. But not all businesses are the same. So, what does this mean for your healthcare business? A recession can lead to lower consumer spending, reduced profits, tightening budgets, for example, across the board. But it doesn't have to be the end of the road for your company. Listen, take it from me. I've been in the recession in 2008 and I know how devastating it can be. And if I was to really go back and do things differently, this is what I will do. This is what I would actually do. So today I'm going to show you how hiring virtual assistants can help you in your business not only survive but thrive during these tough economic times. And for those of you that's in the healthcare industry, stick around because I've got something specific for you. Now, I'm not here to cause scarcity or for anyone to panic, but we've got to really look at what our continuity plan is going to be during this difficult time. Like with all businesses, you've got to have a plan of action for if and when something goes wrong. It may not happen, but let's look at this scenario so that we're better equipped to deal with this situation when we do get hit by it. So, first of all, let's talk about the advantages of hiring a virtual assistant, especially when tough times get tough. When budgets shrink, businesses need to find a smart way to reduce your overheads and without sacrificing the quality of the service that you provide. So, number one thing is that you'll need to look at reduced overheads and supporting your organization. So, by hiring virtual assistants, you'll be cutting down on the cost of full-time employees. Things like office space, equipment, benefits, instead of you paying for the work you need when you need it. That's the key, is you pay for it when you need it. So that's a massive advantage in what could be a downturn. So look at those in healthcare, okay? Let's not forget, many virtual assistants are trained in compliance, calls, on calls, for example, answering your phone, email inboxing, calling care homes, for example, calling commissioners, for example, calling government agencies to work with your organization, as well as the paperwork and timesheets, for example, communicating with staff members, recruiting candidates, and much, much more. Now, like I said, you are an organization who is a healthcare organization, and we support you. We specialize in healthcare. administration staff, for example, and at a fraction of the cost. So now, despite the looming recession, healthcare remains strong. It's a very strong industry. People will always need medical care, and the demand for services it often remains stable or even increases during economic downturns. Now, if you're a healthcare business, this is a good place for you to be, but there's no catch here, especially if you're working with government contracts. You've also got to plan for that future that things may turn as well. Government contracts can be like, one minute you're getting a higher rate, for example, you're getting the stability, and it can provide you with consistent work, i.e. 2 to 3, 5 years at a time, providing that you are able to keep the rate that you've originally agreed upon. But often, sometimes these fixed rates, and those rates may need to keep up with inflation, or you're raising your operational costs. Those are the two things. It's like a scale. One minute you're getting it at this rate, higher up, and then suddenly it can be dropped down to a lower rate. And that can impact your business, like it did for me in my business, for example. So I want you to be aware of this. I'm not saying this to scare you or anything. I'm here because I've been through it. I've worn the arrows in my back, for example. I've been through the difficulties, the challenges that you can go through when running a healthcare business. And I want you to be aware of it, that things can change. And I'm not here to put you off, I'm just here to make you resilient. If you're a multiple 7-figure business owner, you want to be resilient for when these times do hit you, and you can still continue to make a profit in your business without losses. So, like I said, government contracts, they can be like a double-edged sword, okay? So if you rely too heavily on government contracts, you can be really put in a tight spot when the economy starts to struggle. That's why it's crucial to balance those contracts with private work or other revenue streams to do with healthcare, for example. Now we all know that the healthcare technology, all these things is here, and it is here to create a lower rate, for example. So you're gonna have to start competing with that as well. And I'm not here to put anyone off from starting or running their healthcare business. I'm here to help you with continuity so that you can survive during difficult times. So, like I said, it's crucial to balance these contracts with private work as well as government work. But don't rely on just one revenue stream. You know, like me, I had a big government contract with multiple government contracts, and I had private paid clients, and the private paid clients actually ended up paying more than the government contract. So try and leave yourself space to grow in that way. So first, you want to create a crisis continuity plan. This involves identifying your core services, building an emergency cash flow reserve, and ensuring that your virtual assistants are trained to handle the most critical tasks in your business. We supervise our virtual assistants to make sure that the work is being done so that you don't have to worry about that side of things. And we also meet with you every 2 weeks, for example. Now, I can help you to build your crisis continuity plan, because I think every business needs one. You need to be aware of when things hit you, what do you do in that corner, for example. So that's why I'm recommending the virtual assistance agency that we offer as well. So, second, focus on flexibility. Offer flexible payment plans to retain clients who may be struggling financially, and be willing to pivot your services to meet the changing needs of that market. So imagine that you're saving 50%, up to 50%, so that you're able to put some money aside for when difficulties do hit your business. It's not going to impact you. You put money aside to pay your bills. You put money aside to pay your taxes, which that still isn't being reduced. So you still are liable for those bills. So this is why I'm saying about having the virtual assistant agency like ours to help support you. And we specialize in healthcare. I've been using virtual assistants since 2017. And, I can say it's the most beneficial thing that I could have put into my business. So, second, you want to be able to focus, like I said, focus on flexibility. Okay? You want to be able to look at this. Third, diversify your revenue streams. This is specifically, especially important if you're a healthcare business owner. Consider adding some new services like telemedicine support, or look for opportunities in remote patient monitoring. Section 5. Warren Buffett's lessons from 2008 crisis was, before you wrap up, what you need to think about, what's so important, is that for a decade after the 2008 financial crisis, which I was impacted, and it took years to get through this, Warren Buffett, one of the greatest investors of all time, shared his insights in this video on what went wrong back then and how we can limit the damage this time. We can limit the damage if we plan ahead, not wait for it to hit us, then we think, what do we do, and then we're just grabbing at straws, and we're trying this and it's not working, and this is leaking, and it's a mess. It's a hot mess. So you want to be able to go into this with a clear vision, a structure of what needs to happen, your action plan, your battlefield, how you're going to cope in that battlefield if and when it hits you. So like I said, Warren Buffett talks about in the financial decade after the financial crisis, he said lack of preparation. There were missed opportunities deep in the 2008 mayhem. He emphasizes that we must learn from these mistakes and be proactive now before the storm hits. Be prepared. This was 3 weeks ago, this video, and I'll put the link here for you to look at, so you're not thinking that I'm just talking about this from my head. This has come from someone very well known. So the key takeaway here is preparation. Don't wait for the recession to hit you, to hit your business, to hit your personal life. Start planning today. Whether it's reducing your overhead through virtual assistants or building a more profitable, diverse business model. The steps that you take now will make the difference. Number 6, now is the time to act. Don't wait. If you start implementing these strategies and considering the use of virtual assistants, you will not only weather the storm, you can come out stronger on the other side. So, are you ready to future-proof your business? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to receive more tips on surviving and thriving in these uncertain times. And I'd love to say to you all, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Like I said, like and subscribe so that you can get further training here. And really, I really want to make you more aware of what you can start thinking about, because everyone knows about continuity plan, but what is in your continuity plan? We can help you build your continuity plan as well, because it's so important to have one, but it's also important to have one that's going to help you with your finances as well. We all know what happened when COVID hit. Everything dried up, didn't it? There was some that did really well and some that didn't, for example. So then we had to go and get loans, for example. Some of you went out and got loans. And what we really want to do is look at how we can build our business, receive higher margins, higher profits, and make this a profitable business, not something that's just given us a job, something that's just given us work, and we don't really have a proper structure in place. If you're a 6-7 figure business owner, do get in touch with me today. If you're just starting out, get in touch with me. Book a free 15-minute consultation with me, and I will gladly speak with you. I look forward to speaking with you all very soon. Have a wonderful, wonderful, blessed day. Take care. Thank you. Goodbye. Bye.